Good morning, sweet peas. My name is Leslie Williams, and I am in San Diego, California. And I was initially going to make this a hold on. Initially, I was going to make this a comedy video, but I actually thought to myself, it's probably not best that I do that today on today's date. Today's date is April 10th, 2012. Oh, I'm sorry. What am I saying 2012 for? 2014. And as you can see, I'm getting dressed for the day. Now, as you have probably observed by now, I am acting a teeny bit goofy. And that's because, well, 97% of my property has been moved to the 3 separate hiking areas that I plan on moving to. Now, I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever. This is somewhat of a prediction video, and it's going to have multiple predictions in it. And I'm even going to act just a teeny bit comical on purpose with complete intent in order to put a smile on that sweet, precious face of yours. Total complete strangers to me in reference to ever physically meeting you, but I'm sure you're my friend spiritually. Because that's if you're normal and healthy. Anyways, the purpose of this particular video is to put a smile on that sweet, precious face and to make some predictions pertaining to the factual realities of what is happening towards me in San Diego, California. I'm going to prove today's date in a momento. I just turned on my digital tape recorder so I can record my statements as I'm getting dressed and as I discuss with you the particulars pertaining to the theme of the subject matter of this particular video. My name is Leslie Williams. It really is. I'm not kidding. Anyways, so check this out. I'm gonna change from my comical posture, okay, in order to get serious with you for just for a moment, so you can see how I really am. So you don't mistake, so you don't come to any wrong conclusions about what kind of a person I am as a result of me acting comical. Anyways, I make comedy videos, you know, and sometimes I'll even act somewhat comical in some of my serious and informative videos, only because of the simple fact that I honestly want to put a smile on the face of the person who's watching this video. And it also puts a smile on my face as a result of when I had the time to rewatch my own videos. I'm a target victim and activist concerning the criminal realities of what is known as organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking. And it's not stalking by gangs at all, even though some gang members can be solicited to play a role in it. But the individuals who are managing these criminal realities are in the system at the federal, state, and local level. Now, the reason why I made this video is for prediction purposes and for pertaining to what could, might, and possibly will happen towards me, concerning me, about me, around me, or against me at my new hiking areas. And the reason why I'm making this video, and even before I get completely moved there, in reference to even me spending my first day or night there. As you can see, I'm hiking in San Diego. Obviously, you can see me making this video inside of a tent. And I'm booting up my phone right now so I can use the phone to show you the date and time by showing you the icon picture of the date and time on the phone concerning the screen on the phone. As you can see, it's booting up. And so I can use a feature within the tools menu called the voice command. Excuse me, which enables the phone to state the date electronically. And the reason why I do that is because since a lot of my videos have predictions in them, excuse me, since I just woke up, I'm still kind of congested. But anyways, as a result of me making predictions, I got to be able to show that the verbal predictions were made on a specific date. So if what I predict comes true after the date and time that you're seeing on the video file, okay, then you'll be able to deduce, using at least just common sense, that this criminal reality is happening towards me, because if what I predict comes true after this time and date, which you're seeing right now, which is 8:28 a.m. on April 10th, 2014. Oh, hold on, hit the button. Okay? You can see it right there. That's right, baby cakes. Hold on a second. The reason why I'm making this video, again, is for prediction purposes. Let me use the voice command feature.
Say a command. April 10th, Thursday, 8:28 a.m.
Now, I am a target victim and activist concerning the criminal realities of what is known as organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking. And just hold on to your seats, baby cakes, because I will get back into my comical moments in a moment. Now, I moved into this area that I've been hiking at now in La Jolla in October of 2012. within a week and a half, they set up some individuals to hike out within 100 feet from this area. That's right. And they were set up in order to harass me on a non-stop basis every single day and even at night, okay, by yelling specific words, phrases, okay, and vile commentary. And the way, concerning the factual reality that they did it non-stop and repetitively and continuously, literally, every single day and most of the nights up until the point to where almost 10 p.m. when I went to bed. This was done in order to keep me mentally preoccupied with the factual reality that this criminal reality is happening to me by repeating the words and the phrases and the threats and the vile statements. Now, organized stalking and gang stalking is intentionally designed to let you know you're being stalked by using clever, overt, and at times direct methodologies, tactics. Okay? That's right. Including staged events. And when they stage events, they will also stage the witnesses. Staged events and organized stalking and gang stalking expeditions are called street theaters, and that term can be Googled. Now, so, I finally got fed up with it, and I decided to move back in September of 2013. But because of current events that were transpiring each and every day, I had to be physically and mentally attentive to what was currently happening while trying to mentally prepare to move, and the cost of me moving is astronomical. The cost, because of the way I decided to move. This area right here that I'm still at, hold on. Let this motorcycle go by. This area that I'm at right now, which I've already aforementioned that I've been at since October 2012, today's date is April 10th, 2014, is the fourth hiking area I've been gang stalked to. The very first one, since I've been back in San Diego, when I arrived in San Diego on August 8, 2011. The first hiking area that I was hiking at, where I was gang stalked at, was 150 feet from the San Diego FBI building off of Ruffin Road, I think it's Ruffin Road, and Ariel Drive. They have now moved their FBI location to another location. They're no longer occupying that physical building, at least from what I've been told. That's right. That's right. So if you, do you really honestly believe for 1 second anybody that's got any ability to not only, well, probably come to even a preliminary conclusion that the FBI would not ever want it to be known of the crimes that happened towards me as I was hiking 100 feet away from them? Are you serious? Then once you start in-depthly researching these criminal realities with a mature, investigative posture, hold on, you will definitely more than likely conclude that of course they wouldn't want it to be outwardly known concerning the factual reality of what happened to me when I was hiking next door to them between August 13th, 2011 up until February 21st, 2012. Of course they won't. And they'll even call me crazy concerning it, because that is literally a methodology of gang stalking. Organized stalking and gang stalking needs to be researched by both of those names, because both of those names are the same exact identical crime. It just goes by different names. It's also called cause stalking, group stalking, work mobbing, you name it. Now, as a result of this being the fourth hiking area that I have been gang stalked to since I have been back in San Diego since August 8, 2011, I decided to play more of a shell game with them. And one of the reasons why I decided to do that is because the huge amount, the astronomical amount of evidence I got in reference to its size and its undeniably in its factual integrity concerning the factual reality that it is undeniable, in your face, literal black and white evidence. Now, when you look at the factual reality that the amount of evidence I got is huge, 800 audio files at least of individuals getting around me for the last at least 2 years saying the following in the following way: gang stalk, gang stalker, oh my god, gang stalk, weird, oh my god, gang stalk, crazy, oh my god, weird, crazy, gang stalk, in that way. And sometimes they would just rotate the words, but they always set them back to back in the same exact identical way. The only way that any human being can have 800 audio files that show the same exact identical verbal harassment happening around them everywhere they go, non-stop, is because that what is happening to them are facts. Now, when you take that, the audio file and the audio evidence alone, it's undeniable that this criminal reality has been happening to me and still is. That's not including the confessions that I have been able to obtain by individuals they used to put along my route to engage in specific non-stop physical gestures, which are identical everywhere I go. Okay? That's right. Right now I got at least 5 confessions. 3 from 3 separate UCSD students, 1 from 3 teenagers, and the 4th one from a guy I think that was running a group home who was at a bus stop off of Stonecrest Plaza Walmart bus stop, which is right across the street from where the FBI was. That's right, baby cakes. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Dustin Williams, and that's not including the fact that I've been assaulted 3 times. All 3 assaults were predicted. 2 of them were predicted in emails right before they happened, and 1 was predicted in an audio file that morning and 90 seconds before it occurred. 90 seconds before the individual that assaulted me was visually identified by me, concerning me seeing him being in my physical area. That's right, before he then crossed the street to assault me. Now, I've also been threatened to be assaulted on an additional at least 3 other occasions. Then the fact that MTS sent me an altered video of me being assaulted on their bus is undisputable in-your-face evidence. Altering materials of discovery, which is evidence, is a felony. You better believe it is. Go to YouTube and type in learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on an MTS bus. Then, and make sure you look at everything in the description of that YouTube video, because there's a blog URL address that you can click on. Once you click on it and open it up and bring it up, you'll be able to see an attached PDF link within the blog titled Assault 11. Click on it, open it up, and you'll see a printed and scanned email showing the fact that I predicted that assault 11 days before it occurred, and then additional printed out and scanned material from MTS acknowledging that the assault took place 11 days after that assault was predicted in the email. Now, what is the likelihood alone of that happening? You would not believe the evidence I got. And what I've already mentioned is that nothing compared to the other additional evidence that is in your face. Undeniable. Now, continuing to get dressed. The reason why I do what I do is because this crime is happening to me, and it's being managed to happen to me by individuals that I do not know at all. What is happening to me is not the result of any lifestyle choices that I've ever made or any relationships that I've ever created or cultivated with anybody. In fact, when I came out here, when I was in Connecticut before I came out here, I made a decision not to form one relationship with one person at the acquaintance level, the friendship level, or the intimate level at all, because I knew I was going to be gang stalked here again, because I was gang stalked here when I came out here in 2006 between 1 and 38 days. Hold on. And I got the email files to prove it, because I made emails in 2006 when I was out here between 1 and 38 days about some of the things that had happened to me in another state and what was currently happening to me in part as I was in San Diego between 1 and 38 days. And they know I got these email files because computer hacking, email account hacking, YouTube account hacking, blog account hacking, cyber surveillance, and computer hacking is all over the internet in reference to that being one of the methodologies of organized stalking. They just do it covertly because they want to know what you're doing online for threat assessments and benefit analysis, to see if what you're doing online can benefit them or if it's a threat to them. That's right. You better believe it. My cell phone has been hacked. You better believe it has. You better believe it has. And these perpetrators will literally even hack into your cell phone to use it as a microphone so they can literally listen to what you're saying even when the battery's out. Now, I know that because of the simple fact that I took electronics in school. RF filtering, see, any electronic device has got capacitors in it, and they're used, like if you took the battery out of your phone right now, just in part, just for a short explanation. See, when you take a battery out of a phone, okay, and then you take it out and you keep it out, say, for an hour, then you put it back in, the phone service automatically goes back and reactivates the service. But as far as like the general preliminary instructions that are in it that are being held in the digital electronics at the ROM level, read-only memory, like how the digital electronics stores this data in it without the battery being in it, is because the capacitors hold a unit of charge in the phone that keeps these small instructions active in the read-only memory. That way the service don't have to constantly reprogram what's in the read-only memory. That's right. So as a result of this small unit of charge, okay, hold on, keeping these semiconductors and other chips in the phone holding these read-only memory instructions, these capacitors still hold a unit of charge. As a result, they're able to piggyback on this phone through RF filtering, which is radio frequency filtering. Same concept like when you go to take your computer and use it at any like Starbucks. Your computer is connecting to their Wi-Fi cloud because of the simple fact that your computer operates through radio frequency filtering. That's how the Wi-Fi service is connecting. Same concept. They're able to hack into this phone and use it as a GPS tracker, which means they can vector your coordinate systems by even using simple Cartesian coordinate systems, which is the X, Y, and Z directions. Okay? X being this way, Y being this way, and Z being back and forth. So they can vector, even just using simple Cartesian coordinate systems, in order to be able to figure out my geographical location, whether I'm stationary or mobile. I put this phone in my pocket and then get up from this location and walk down the street, they know I'm mobile. That's how they're able to, in part, put the crafted harassment that I endure along my paths, including staged assaults, staged accusations, staged complaints, including at libraries, universities, businesses. You better believe it. You better believe it. Now, and this is just only one mechanism that they use in order to track, surveil, okay, and they can use this phone as a tracker. They can hack into the phone even when the battery's out and use it as a microphone. They can hack into the camera of the phone. They can literally even hear what I'm stating right now. Just go to YouTube and Google and type in organized stalking or gang stalking and cell phone tracking, cell phone stalking. In fact, you can just go to YouTube and type in cell phone stalking, cell phone hacking and stalking. And you'll see that regular stalkers are using the methodology of hacking into individuals' cell phones and using them for these types of criminal realities. I'm in San Diego, California, and my name is Leslie Williams. The evidence I got is undisputable and it is black and white. And they know I'm exposing it all over the internet because cyber surveillance is a methodology of these criminal realities. So what they're going to do, in reference to my new hiking areas, excuse me, what they're going to do is they're going to use homeless people, just like they used at this area and along my routes in La Jolla and at the previous hiking area when I was hiking off of Friars Mission, close to Frazee and Friars Road, where the Friars Mission Center was right by the area. They used homeless people over there like you would not believe because they're easy to be bought off. They can claim they don't have identification after an event happens, and if it goes sideways for them, they can claim they don't have ID. The police who are involved in this will let them get away, okay? And they can easily be discredited by calling them mentally ill, alcoholics, drug addicts, or whatever. Now, these people are being used by the corrupt individuals that are in the system. That's right. And since they make the targeted individual homeless, Google that. In 2 days of research, you'll clearly be able to see it's all over the internet that creating the homelessness of a targeted individual is one of the main primary objectives they have for the targeted individual, because it puts them out about in the community more in order to subject the targeted individual to more non-stop community-based harassment. That's right. That's right. Staged vehicle accidents that they engage in towards us to put us on foot, so we have to experience more of the physical harassment around us on a daily basis. You would not believe what we go through. You just would not believe it. Staged physical assaults, rapes. They will make a targeted individual homeless, gang stalk them to their hiking area, and then claim that the targeted individual, and then the individuals in the system, like the syndicated judges, the syndicated lawyers, the syndicated cops, and the syndicated doctors, will claim that the targeted individual is delusional because they're claiming they're being stalked by people they don't know, even though they factually are. Okay? They will also claim that the targeted individual cannot take care of themselves because they're homeless and won't get out of it, and as a result, they're living in environments like hiking areas where other homeless people, okay, are possibly dangerous because they're mentally ill or drug addicts or drunk, okay, or rapists. And they use these excuses then to attempt to take the syndicated probate control for racketeering, insurance fraud, and human trafficking. It's the reason why the homelessness is created. They're schemes. That's right. Go to Google and type in organized stalking or gang stalking in landlords and property owners. Then in a separate search, go to Google and type in organized stalking or gang stalking and mail theft and mail delayment, rent, and postal employees. Now these are the cooperating solicited relationships that they develop, landlords, property owners, postal employees, in order to create the homelessness. That's right. So they can make it appear that the target individual cannot take care of themselves because they're homeless and won't get out of it, even though they got a regular income like Social Security. If I was to get an apartment tomorrow, they would gang stalk me to it, eventually create the homelessness, drive me crazy while I'm there, create the homelessness again. That's right. You would not believe what I know. Now, if you research everything that I stated in this video, you will see that I'm telling you the truth. These criminal realities are designed to be able to put their target out and about in the community, cause the homelessness, put them out and about in the community, stage these physical interactions between the people they use, a lot of homeless people, or people who are even pretending to be homeless. That's right, they'll dress them up to make them look down and out, tell them where to be at in reference to where the target individual is at, okay, and then create an event towards them to make it appear that the police have a normal appearing reason to arrive on the scene for the falsified police report. The accumulated falsified police reports, the accumulated doctor reports that are achieved as a result of the syndicated cops petitioning the target in the county mental health after a staged event, okay, is what they use to take the syndicated probate control. Once syndicated probate control is taken, they can apply for federal, state, and local funds in the target's name or co-opt their existing benefits. And the gang stalking continues in the environments they're placed in. Organized crime, syndicated run group homes, institutions, privately owned prisons and jails. You would not believe what I know. This is racketeering, insurance fraud, and human trafficking. Now, the target individual is also human trafficked in these environments that they're isolated in once the syndicated probate control is taken. That's right. Their drinks and food are drugged, and once the target individual is knocked out, they will bring individuals into the home to literally rape the target as they're knocked out. Have you ever heard of those, what are those pills called, where they knock women out in order to rape them? As the rape is transpiring, they'll videotape it, sell it to pornography groups, voyeurism, that's right, and pay off syndicated members with sex with the target as they're knocked out for things they did for the syndicate. Because the syndicate can't lose any money. They're about making money. The insurance fraud, because the gang stalking continues in these syndicated homes. And what they do is basically harass the target to death in these homes until the target acts out, or till they believe that they can accuse the target of acting out, and then they claim the target's out of control and needs to go into the hospital to get on medication to control their behavior, even though they're constantly provoked intentionally on a daily basis in these homes to provoke the target, so they can then take the provocation and use it as an excuse to petition the target into county mental health or area neighborhood hospital for the insurance fraud, and for the continued falsified diagnoses that cover up the insurance fraud, and so they can use that as a legal appearing reason to keep the syndicated probate control. And concerning the fact that federal and state and local funds are filed for in that target's name because they have the syndicated probate control. This is about racketeering, insurance fraud, human trafficking, and pornography rings. And go to Google and type in organized, this one's going to really blow your mind. Hold on. Go to Google right now and type in organized stalk. Just do this and you'll see I'm telling you the truth. Just do it. Don't dismiss this following statement, because this is where it can get also equally as horrifying. Trust me. Go to Google right now and type in organized stalking and or gang stalking and non-consensual human experimentation. Just do it. We are literally talking about torture, rape, numerous physical assaults, and if the human trafficking is achieved, we're talking about numerous rapes, HIV, sexually transmitted diseases. Now, the non-consensual human experimentation, all you got to do is Google it and research it extensively. Human beings are being tortured and used as straw people for money by the most worst, vile criminals your mind can conceive and cannot. Innocent people who are taken out of their homes. People just like you, just like me. I made this video to inform, to expose the truth, okay? So you can research these criminal realities, so you can see the truth and understand what is happening to us. Normal, average people who are not involved in any illegal or criminal activity whatsoever are being taken out of our homes through these clever methodologies that are brought about as a result of the individuals who are perpetrating these criminal realities have an influence in the system that stretches out in the community. That stretches out into the community. Police officers, judges, federal agents. You would not believe what I know. The post office is a federal job. Who's got the ability to influence a postal worker to steal the mail of a rent of a target? Even rent that's mailed certified mail return receipt. Who gives these syndicated cops the confidence to do what they do? Concerning how they don't have to be worried about getting in trouble for anything they do. This is organized crime in the system. These filthy animals are targeting the disabled, the elderly, single women, single fathers. And they also own syndicated run organized crime foster care homes. I'm in San Diego, California, and my name is Leslie Williams. I made this video to inform, to expose the truth, and they will gang stalk me to my next hiking areas. I set up 3, and I'm playing more of a shell game with them to prove these criminal realities are happening towards me as a result of predicting the shit they're gonna do at them. Using homeless people, individuals who are homeless and acting like they're alcoholics, drug addicts, mentally ill, or individuals that are in the community who are acting like they're in the area for normal appearing reasons because the area has been designed for the public to go to. And they'll claim they either see and or heard me, or volunteers for PR members and or PR members. Now I know you don't understand that, but that was verbalized that way to protect myself and for legal and strategic purposes. And once the events unfold, I will describe what that means and you will understand it. I'm in San Diego, California. I made this video to inform, to expose the truth. I'm being gang stalked along all my routes, everywhere I go, every single day. That's right. I'm predicting I'm going to be banned from the law library, from the North University San Diego Public Library, and eventually from UCSD campus. I made this video to inform, to expose the truth. In closing, this is a segment of an audio file of an event that took place towards me on a sidewalk on Thanksgiving Day. Do you hear these 2 men say gang stalk together, then one says gang stalking, and then that same one says gang of stalking, I'm going to F you up. Remember how I have already aforementioned concerning the 800 separate audio files. This is how, in part, they let me know I'm being gang stalked by repeating the word of the crime around me everywhere I go, every single day, non-stop. Okay, now, all you gotta do, again, is go to YouTube and type in Learning Disabled Woman Brutally Assaulted on an MTS Bus, then go to Google and type in Learning Disabled Woman Explains How MTS Assault Video is Altered. Who's got the power and the position to not only alter that video, but to protect it downtown? District Attorney's Office. It was a staged assault. I'm in San Diego, California. I gotta go. I do appreciate you listening, and I apologize I didn't act comical very much in this video, but I gotta start my day. It's already a late day. This video applies for the next 6 months pertaining to GILL ×2 I'm a woman, not a man HA location, and the already I've already code numbered the other hiking locations I plan on moving to, and those code numbers were put in an email prediction file pertaining to what could happen at those new hiking areas. Okay, so what I am stating in reference to them staging events at these new hiking areas, even before I get to completely move to them, are already described in that email file and in other video files that I've already made that haven't been uploaded yet. Alright, I gotta go. I do appreciate listening. I apologize I had to talk really fast, but I wanted to condense as much details as I could in this video. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm a good woman. I'm not involved in any illegal or criminal activity whatsoever, and I do not know any of the individuals who are harassing me along my routes, or the individuals who are perpetrating these criminal realities towards me from behind the scenes. Okay, but I can identify some of the places that have been used, and some of the people at these places as well, and I will over time. I do appreciate listening, and the only thing I honestly request is that you maybe say a small prayer for my safety. Okay, thank you for listening, and have a nice day.